Hello everyone and welcome back. My name is Shaunneka and today I'll be guiding you through a yin yoga sequence for rest or for inviting in rest if you had a long day at work or maybe things are just a little bit hectic and you just need some time to relax, especially the lower half. Today's practice is going to be just for you. We are going to be working on the hips and the psoas. So if you do a lot of sitting, I know there have been some requests for some psoas work, lower body work. So today's practice is going to be all about that. And then we'll have a nice upper body heart opener to end off the practice. For today's practice, you will need 2 blocks, the option to have a 3rd block if you have it. If not, it's not necessary. And we'll go ahead and get started. So the majority of today's class will be laying on our backs. So we'll come to lay all the way down and just grabbing one of your blocks with you. Come to lay all the way down onto your back. Just have your block handy by your side. We'll be coming into a reclined tree. So from here, extend your right leg straight down onto the mat. And then just push into your left foot, pick up your hips and reposition your hips on the floor. Take your left foot and bring it in towards the right thigh. So it's a reclined tree. And from here, you can cactus the arms, pushing into the elbows, pick up the chest, draw your shoulder blades and shoulders away from your ears. So draw down and then set yourself back down onto the mat. And option to bring your right leg wider if that feels more comfortable. Nice deep breaths here. Last few breaths here before we transition. Let's take our last 2 breaths here in tree. Nice big inhale. And sigh it out. One more inhale. And exhale. So gently from here, we're going to bend that right knee in towards the chest. Interlace your fingers around that right kneecap And then inchworm your left foot a little bit closer in towards your groin. And you also have the option to place the block underneath that left knee. And I really love this pose because although we are targeting the inner thigh, I really feel this on the top of my left thigh. Last few breaths on this side. And for these last few breaths, I'm actually going to draw my knee in a little bit tighter, release my left hand, and open my right knee out to the right, digging my right elbow into the floor. Taking our last two breaths, a nice big inhale. And gentle squeeze in on the exhale. One more inhale. And exhale. So gently draw that right knee back to center. You're going to remove your left foot, bring the sole of the left foot to the floor, and draw the left knee in towards the chest to meet the right. Gently rock from side to side. And we'll balance that out with a twist. So with both knees drawing in towards your chest, let's drop both knees over to the right. It should feel really, really nice. And gently gazing over the left shoulder, or of course towards the ceiling. You can also bring that left arm all the way up. Last few breaths on this side. Let's take our last 2 breaths. A nice big inhale. And sigh it out. One more inhale. And exhale. If you had the arm up above, bringing it back down by your side, bending both knees back in towards your chest, and gently rock from side to side. And let's do all of that on the other side. So extend the left leg this time and bend the right knee, bringing the sole of the right foot towards the groin of the left leg, left thigh. Option to keep your hands on your belly by your side, or you can cactus your arms. And if you are cactusing your arms, really try to push your elbows into the floor, pick up your chest, draw your shoulders down and away from your ears, and then set yourself back down, just finding some length in the neck. And the option is there to place your knee on the block if need be. Last few breaths here. Last 2 breaths, a nice big inhale. And sigh it out. One more inhale. And exhale. So from here, beginning to bend your left knee in towards your chest and interlacing your fingers around that left kneecap. So you have the option to place the block underneath the right knee. And just remember, the longer you're in the pose, the deeper you'll go and you'll naturally unfold. Coming into our last few breaths here. And again, if you like, you can draw your knee in and then opening up that left knee out to the left, digging the left elbow into the floor. Let's take our last two breaths. A nice big inhale. And gentle squeeze in on the exhale. One more inhale. And sigh it out. Gently draw that left knee back in towards the chest. Bend the right knee and bring the right knee in to meet the left. And gently rock. We'll find our twist on this side. So gently from here, drawing both knees in towards your chest and over to the left this time. And you can cactus the right arm, gazing over the right shoulder. Coming into our last few breaths here. Let's take our last 2 breaths. Inhale. And sigh it out. One more. And exhale. Gently bend the knees back towards center. And gently rock from side to side. And from here, we will roll to one side, push ourselves up, grab our blocks. We'll be making our way into a heart opener. So grabbing the first block, placing it at its highest height, second block at its second highest height. And if you have that third block, you're going to bring it at its second highest height behind the first block. And so coming up onto your knees, bringing your big toes to touch, bringing your fingertips behind you. You want to pick up your hips and tuck your tailbone under, and then set your hips back down onto your heels. Bringing the block, bringing your back down onto the block. You'll know you have it in the right place because when you squeeze the block with your shoulder blades, or you're trying to give the block a hug with your shoulder blades, you'll know it's in the right spot. And then bringing the back of your head to rest on the top block. And then this block here is where you have the option to interlace or grab a hold of opposite elbows and let your forearms rest on the block. I like this variation of Reclined Heroes because usually this is, and for some of you this might feel very intense, but with the blocks, it feels a little bit more gentle, at least on my body. And I find that it also allows you to tune in to those little micro sensations, those little openings that are happening. So of course, if you like, you can stay here. I'm going to remove the blocks with one hand. I'm going to roll to my left, remove the block. For these last few breaths, I'm going to come all the way down onto my back and bring my arms up overhead. Taking our last 2 breaths of this practice, nice big inhale. And side out. One more inhale. And exhale. From here, you can unravel. If you can do that, just unraveling your feet from the floor. Otherwise, bringing your hands to your heels, digging your elbows into the floor, propping yourself back up onto your onto your forearms, onto your palms, and then leaning to one side and unraveling those legs. Coming to lay all the way back down onto the mat. Bend the knees in and just give yourself a gentle hug. From here, we'll find double wind relieving pose. So let's lift our head, neck, and shoulders. You can grab onto your feet, wrap your hands around your knees. We're going to squeeze here into a nice tight ball for 3, for 2. Nice big inhale, squeeze, 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 squeeze. And exhale, release. There's an option to extend both legs straight down onto the mat for your Shavasana. You can find reclined butterfly, constructive rest, whatever feels good for you. Slowly from here, beginning to call ourselves back, wiggling the fingers and the toes, rotating the ankles and the wrists. Let's go ahead and interlace the fingers, reach the arms up overhead. Nice long body stretch. Reach, 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 reach. And on the exhale, let it go. Bend the knees. Rolling over onto your side. You can cradle the head and the upper arm. And from here, pushing yourself all the way up to a seat, keeping your eyes closed if you can. And let's go ahead and bring our hands to heart center. Just humbly bow your chin in towards your chest. Slight lift of the collarbone. Just showing yourself some gratitude for showing up to practice today. I hope you enjoyed today's practice, and of course, if you did, please leave a comment and let me know how it went for you. Like, subscribe, and share it with your friends and family or anyone who you think might also resonate with my content. I will see you back here again soon, and have a wonderful day.